Yeah, I'm not sure if Bobbie Flanagan's exactly on the right side of the law, but she wins all of her cases, so that's good.
Schmigadoon season 2, man, Schmicago, love it. It's so great. It's so much fun. You play hotshot big time lawyer Bobbie Flanagan. I would imagine taking on such a big, you probably did a lot of legal research ahead of time, right? A lot of legal books, things like that.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Watching a lot of Boston Legal was the first one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bobbie Flanagan's exactly on the right side of the law, but she wins all of her cases, so that's good.
She's doing something right.
She's a lady lawyer. One of my favorite warm-ups to do during the show was, because we're in the sexier, darker era of the musicals of the 60s and 70s, where Bobbie Flanagan wears amazing costumes, but always has her garter belt and stockings showing at all time. Even though she has a press conference at noon, and the leg is full splat out with fishnets and her garter belt showing. That's the kind of lady lawyer I was.
It's so funny. I love that too. It's so funny because I remember noticing that in the courtroom scene and the way she's sitting, and I was like, that's so funny. Like, what great commitment to detail.
I appreciate that, but that is what is like the zest and what I love about the women of those musicals.
That's what I was going to ask, was like, what kind of did you like most about being Bobbie? So I guess the fact that she is such an epitome of those kind of eccentric characters from the
right. I mean, these are the women. These are the women that Bob Fosse created and celebrated. The musicals where the women got to be ballsy and sexy, and they were the leads of the musicals. That it wasn't like that before. It was always the ingenue who sang pretty and soft. So these were the grittier women that came in with some balls. My part was just so beautifully written by Cinco Paul. I mean, he gave me a treasure trove of delights to play with, and I personally love the musicals of the 60s and 70s. So any reference that he had in the script or that I could add in was a great joy for me. I mean, to me, that is the fun of doing something like Schmicago.
Yeah. While your character is very sort of specifically taken from those Fosse characters
and Schmicago itself.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Were there any other musicals that season 2 touches on that you were very excited about doing?
Yes. Well, I mean, the characters are so intricately woven together, and characters that you wouldn't think would meet are intricately woven together. Certainly, I think the Sweeney Todd and Annie mesh, what do you call it? Do you call that a mashup? Thank you, mashup. The Sweeney Todd and Annie mashup is brilliant. Why had we never thought of it before? And it's really the only way to move forward. I think the Sally Bowles Sweeney Todd mashup is so cleverly done, and totally unexpected. Even me reading the script for the first time didn't see that one coming. And I was like, as the script was going on, I was like, I see where this is going. And I love Aaron's role in this season. I think he's amazing in the show this season. I love that whole hair, Godspell section, combining that whole world of those musicals coming together is so just delicious. I mean, they're all in there. In my number, we reference company, we reference a chorus line. There's so many, even just a few musical notes that will reference a musical number from another musical. And if you get it, you delight in it. If you don't, you're just going to love the number for what it is.
It's Broadway Inception.
Yeah.
Jane, thank you so much for taking time to chat today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Such a pleasure.